In February of 2019, Florida rappers Ynw Melly and Ynw Portland were put in prison for allegedly staging a drive-by shooting which killed rappers Ynw Sackchaser and Ynw Juvie. According to police, on the night of October 26, 2018, shortly after leaving the recording studio, Ynw Melly as well as Ynw Portland gunned down their two best friends and shot up their vehicle, making it seem as if a drive-by shooting was the result of their deaths. After Ynw Melly and Ynw Portland's arrest on February 13th, their personal legal battles began. As the legal battles played out while they were in prison, their side of the story had publicly been released. Ynw Melly and Ynw Portland claimed that on the night of October 26th, as they had been driving around, shots had been fired at their vehicle while in a drive-by shooting, which ultimately led to Sackchaser and Juvie's deaths. After taking their friends to the hospital, they had died shortly later. Looking at the evidence released by the police, there's been multiple instances where some of the information provided was questionable. For example, both Ynw members claim that they were victims in a drive-by shooting, but in the area they claim that it happened, no shots were reported. They also claim that the shots had killed their friends, and shortly after they drove them to the hospital. But looking at cell phone records, it had shown that after the reported time of the drive-by shooting, Ynw Melly and Ynw Portland had driven around for hours. Police believe it's most likely that they staged a story during this time and used this time to shoot up their vehicle and stage the drive-by shooting. Again, another piece of evidence that was questionable was the bullet trajectory analysis done by the police. By analyzing the trajectory of the rounds that had been fired into the car, you could see the bullets traveled from right to left, which contradicts the victim's left to right wounds. Not only this, but a .40 caliber shell casing had been discovered on the floorboard of the left rear passenger seat where Ynw Melly had been sitting. The exact same shell cases had also been found at the crime scene. This influx of information has led to a lot of speculation from Ynw Melly's fanbase. People are unsure whether Ynw Melly would murder his two lifelong childhood friends for no reason. No motive has been clearly discussed and many people don't believe he did it. Looking at the information in the evidence though, it almost contradicts this. Shell casings found where he was sitting, no shots in the reported area, and bullet trajectory analysis that shows the path of the bullets didn't match the wounds of the victims. It all seems strange and can easily lead to speculation from many people. Over the past few years, as the case has been investigated and fought in court, new events have surfaced this year. Ynw Melly has been fighting his case frequently this year, but it came to a stop in early April of 2020 when he had gotten COVID-19. He and his legal team had asked to be released on house arrest, but this request was denied. The pandemic has halted a lot of progress when it comes to hearings and court dates for Ynw Melly's case. His next court date is being held on January 28th to discuss bond. Ynw Portland was released from prison May 23, 2020 on bond and was placed on house arrest. Many people believe that Ynw Portland's release will lead to Ynw Melly's release soon, but he is still in prison as of today. This case has a lot of people torn on Ynw Melly and Ynw Portland's innocence. Maybe they did it, maybe they didn't, but as 2021 goes on, more information is bound to be released, so make sure if you guys want to stay up to date on any more news, you hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about the case down below. And feel free to check out our other content. We post twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. Thank you guys for watching.